Whole grain crackers are often seen as a wholesome, convenient snack. They're usually a better alternative to white flour-based crackers because they contain more fiber, which aids digestion, keeps you feeling full longer, and can help stabilize blood sugar levels. When made with minimal ingredients and limited added sugar or sodium, whole grain crackers can serve as a solid base for a balanced snack, especially when paired with a protein source or healthy fat. Cheese is another ingredient that, in moderation, can offer real nutritional benefits. It's a good source of calcium, which supports bone health, and provides protein, which helps build and repair tissues. Certain cheeses, like mozzarella, Swiss, or goat cheese, are lower in fat and sodium compared to highly processed options. In modest portions, real cheese can be part of a satisfying, nutrient-dense snack. But then come the cheese dips, and that's where things go off the rails. Cheese dips, especially the shelf-stable or microwavable kind you find in convenience stores, vending machines, or even some grocery aisles, are often a nutritional minefield. What might look like a creamy, comforting addition to your crunchy crackers is usually a concoction of heavily processed oils, emulsifiers, sodium, and artificial flavors masquerading as cheese. They rarely contain much actual cheese, and what they do have is often blended with other fats and chemical stabilizers to make it melty and pourable. This means you're not really dipping into cheese. You're dipping into a lab-engineered fat bomb designed to hit your brain's pleasure center while quietly sabotaging your health. Most cheese dips are high in saturated fat and sodium. One serving, usually just a few tablespoons, can pack over 150 to 200 calories, a quarter of your daily recommended sodium, and more than 10 grams of fat. And let's be honest, when was the last time you stopped at just 2 tablespoons of dip? These portions are wildly unrealistic. The creamy texture encourages overeating, especially when paired with the crispy crunch of crackers. Before you know it, your light snack has ballooned into a mini meal with more calories and salt than a fast food burger. Then there's the issue of ultra-processing. Many of these cheese dips contain preservatives, artificial dyes, and thickeners like xanthan gum or modified starches to give them a long shelf life and that glossy, gooey consistency. These ingredients don't add nutritional value. They just extend the product's sell-by date and make it taste better, even if that taste is entirely manufactured. And while the long shelf life might be convenient, it should raise a red flag. Real food is supposed to spoil eventually. If your cheese dip doesn't, you might want to question what you're actually eating. To make things worse, these dips are often marketed as part of a snack pack, paired with crackers, pretzels, or chips, giving the illusion of balance or even health. But combining processed carbs with processed fats just leads to a blood sugar roller coaster followed by a sluggish energy crash. You feel hungry again soon after, even though you just consumed a high-calorie snack because it lacked fiber, real protein, and quality fats that support satiety. Let's not forget the long-term implications. Regularly consuming processed cheese dips can contribute to increased LDL cholesterol, higher blood pressure, and chronic inflammation, risk factors for heart disease, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. What seems like an innocent snack habit becomes, over time, a contributor to larger health problems, especially when combined with other processed foods in your diet. Now, this doesn't mean you have to give up cheese or crackers altogether. In fact, if you love cheese, it's far better to go for the real thing. Maybe a slice or cube of sharp cheddar or fresh mozzarella. Pair that with some whole grain crackers, and maybe throw in some fresh veggies like sliced cucumbers or bell peppers to add crunch and nutrients. That way, you're getting protein, fiber, and flavor without drowning in artificial ingredients and processed fats. And if you really love dipping, consider making your own cheese-based spread. A simple mix of Greek yogurt and shredded cheese, or a homemade hummus cheese blend, can give you the texture and flavor you crave without the chemical overload. At least then you know what's going into your body. In summary, whole grain crackers and cheese can be a healthy, satisfying snack. But once you bring cheese dip into the picture, things get greasy, salty, and overprocessed fast. What started as a balanced bite turns into a nutritional trap, packed with additives and excess calories. So next time you reach for that creamy cheese dip, remember, you're not just snacking, you're making a choice that your arteries, waistline, and long-term health might not appreciate. Better to skip the goo and stick to the real deal.